don't care how long it takes. I will continue to prey on the downfall of everybody that ever made fun of Amber Heard, everybody that participated in the harassment, the victim blaming, the laughing about her rape testimony, all of that shit.
And it's double that for women. Double that for women. Because how dare you? I had never been so embarrassed to be a woman as I was during that time. That shit was embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. And I hope everybody learned a lesson. I hope every woman in the boot gagging competition learned a fucking lesson. Deep throating the boot of the patriarchy while it's on your neck.
Tell me you support female abusers without actually telling me you support female abusers. I'll wait. The fact that there are still women out here defending Amber Heard after the entire trial of her consistently lying, straw-manning, not directly answering any of the questions from the attorneys, was caught lying on multiple occasions with evidence about various aspects of the defamation trial.
Split it between the ACLU and the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles, end quote. Right?
That's correct. I made that statement as soon as I got a divorce and we reached the settlement. That's when I pledged it, right then.
And you say this because you, quote, wanted nothing, end quote.
That is correct.
I'm about to end this man's whole career.
That you hadn't donated your entire $7 million settlement to charity at that point, had you?
That's incorrect.
Sitting here today, Ms. Heard, you still haven't donated the $7 million divorce settlement to charity. Isn't that right?
Now I'm panicking.
It's what she deserves.
Incorrect. I pledged the entirety of the settlement, $7 million to charity, and I intend to fulfill those obligations.
That's not my question.
I am shook.
Please,
What was
try to
your
answer my question. Sitting here today, you have not donated the $7 million, donated, not pledged,
Donated.
the $7 million divorce settlement to charity.
I use pledge and donation synonymous
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I've ever heard.
with one another. They
But I
the same
don't.
thing.
Ms. Heard, I don't use it synonymously.
That's how donations are paid.
Ms. Heard, respectfully, that's not my question.
About the video leakage to TMZ of that infamous footage and all that stuff.
He testified that the beginning portion of the video where you set up the camera,
How would
that
they
wasn't
know?
included in the video that TMZ received.
I don't know what video TMZ
I'm talking about Mr. Tremaine's testimony, Ms. Heard. Let's just
You're
focus on
asking me to
Mr.
repeat
Tremaine.
his testimony?
No, I'm asking you if you recall hearing him say those words to this jury.
Yes, I heard his testimony. We all did.
And he testified at the end of the video where you can be seen smirking. I know you testified earlier that you haven't been smirking in this trial, but you sure were caught on camera smirking in that video.
I disagree with that.
Was also not included in the TMZ video.
Everyone can watch that video and you can determine whether you think it's funny to me or not.
But imagine how tired we are.
That's because the video came from you, right, Ms. Heard?
Oh, shit!
No, it did not.
You
That
edited
video
out
did
the
not come to
portions.
me. That didn't come from me.
Ms. Heard, you edited out the portions that made you look bad before sending it to TMZ.
You are very wrong about that.
So
If
that
I
one
wanted
is
to leak
bad.
information, I
Looks
could have
bad.
done it in a more effective way.
Wait a minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
A lot sooner and a lot more.
Because
I
you
was
were
leaving
how to
a
do that,
mountain of
right?
this evidence. If I wanted to leak it, I could have done a lot more with it.
And you stupid.
But you testified earlier in this trial that you didn't know how to leak things.
I don't.
Right.
From her releasing an audio footage, literally gaslighting Johnny Depp, and to questioning whether or not he was a victim of abuse, while simultaneously trying to assert that she was a victim of abuse.
You gotta change how we do things. And I want to trust you, and I feel like all the trust is gone. All the fucking trust is gone in the relationship because you keep splitting.
I'm not gonna be in a physical fucking altercation with you.
Then don't.
You fucking hit me last night. You fucking.
What about all the other times you split? Hey, come on, you cannot act like that's about that. It's
Well,
not.
we're on a plane. I can't split.
No, and you hit back. So don't act like you don't fucking
I
participate.
pushed you.
I'm not gonna get into the details of that fight. You and I both know that you split when there is no physical violence involved. And that you do it like at the very beginning of fights these days. And if you split and you go into a different room and you don't actually leave that house, it does nothing but perpetuate the fight. Really, when you split on me, how do you feel when I leave you?
When I split, when I
left
go
you
into the
before.
other room, you said.
And getting me a room, getting another room in a hotel is just the same thing.
When did I get another room in a hotel?
You text Steven or Nathan in Toronto to get you another room. You don't even know what you're talking about. You still haven't even told me what it is, but run with it.
I have told you what it is.
No, you haven't.
I said to Travis, I said to you, hey, tell Travis what just happened.
You told me to do it. You told me to. You said, go do that.
I said, no, tell him what just
And
happened.
I lied.
And then you punched me in the
You're
fucking thing, and you
You
spit me in the
figured it
face,
out.
and you said, no, fuck, I didn't. What the fuck are you talking about? And I watched you lie, and then
I
I
didn't
said,
punch you,
and
by
then
the way. I'm sorry that I didn't
You,
hit
punched
you
me.
across the face in a proper slap, but I was hitting you. It was not punching you. Babe, you're not punched.
Don't tell me what it feels like to be punched.
You know, even a lot of fights been around a long time. I know.
No, when you fucking have a closed fist.
You get punched. You got hit. I'm sorry I hit you like this, but I did not punch you. I did not fucking deck you. I fucking was hitting you.
You can't
I don't know
deck
what the motion of my actual hand was, but you're fine. I did not hurt you. I did not punch you. I was hitting you.
How are your toes?
What am I supposed to do? Do this?
How are your
I'm not
toes?
sitting here bitching about it, am I? You are.
Oh,
That's the difference
your
between me and
toes.
you. You're a fucking baby.
Because you start
You
physical
are such
fights?
a baby.
Because
Grow
you,
the fuck up,
because you start
Johnny.
physical fights?
I did start a physical fight.
Yeah, you did, so I had to get the
Because-
fuck out of there.
Yes, you did. So you did the right thing, the big thing. You know what? You are admirable. Every single time. What's your excuse? When there's not a physical fight, then what's the excuse then? You're still being admirable, right? Just by running away? And you can sit here and call me names, but you get called a name, and what do? That's the last insult. You're a baby. You're a hypocrite. You don't do anything that you actually do. You expect from people what you can't give them.
The fact that there are still some women out there, like a small but yet still boldly vocal minority of women and men trying to support Amber Heard, and the fact that there's even like 130 feminist organizations that sign their support for Amber Heard, organizations, not just individual people, organizations. They support female abusers. Like, how else do you interpret this? How else are you supposed to interpret this as we stand with abusers and not actual victims? Or we only support female victims of abuse. We do not support male victims of abuse.